MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over
now-
Hawaii. It's Hawaii, obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would wear McKinnon, and then he would
Are better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. We got John Giordano on today's episode of the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to us by Stutz Betting, bet like Michael Lepore. And every episode of the Doug Saravo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting, bet like Michael Lepore. Is brought to you by our friends Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. John, welcome back to the show.
Glad to be back, Doug.
All right, so let's get started. We got the winter meetings going on. Josh Bell is going to the Guardians.
Yep.
Trey Turner is heading to the Philadelphia Phillies. He rejected the contract offer from the Padres. I think it was like $342 million.
Something like that. More than what Lindor got.
But let's talk about Justin Verlander going to the New York Mets. Start it up since you are the diehard Met fan.
Yep.
And then we'll give our thoughts on DeGrom leaving. And then to conclude the show, we'll talk about Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals because I believe they're going on another run. Let's hear it. All right, let's hear it, Johnny boy. Justin Verlander to the Mets. How do you feel about this?
I feel like it's a great acquisition. I think he's actually better than DeGrom, even though he's, 5 years older?
Mm-hmm.
He has a proven track record. Besides the Tommy John, he stayed healthy his whole career. Was he 16 years in now? Something like that?
He started in, 06?
I think 05. He came up for 2 starts.
Yes. At least, 15, 16 years.
17 maybe around there. If you count the one start in 2020.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he went down to injury in the COVID year. I
Yep.
remember that.
He pitched, 6 innings and no one
Yeah.
saw him again until this year?
Just about that. Remember, it was the first game he went down to injury, and that was it for his season.
And they still almost went to the World Series.
But we beat him. The Tampa Bay Rays beat him. They brought in Zach Eflin. I thought that was a great move for them.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Kluber. I didn't like having Kluber on the team last year. I'm glad he's out the door. I'm hearing teams like Seattle or Washington are after him. But I like this move for the Mets
Yeah.
because this is where I feel like for DeGrom. The guy hasn't played a full season in God knows when. He hasn't played a full season. And he played last year 15 games and the year before 11 games. So, obviously, as a Met fan, you're going to want to have DeGrom back because he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. But he's not where he used to be in 18, 19.
Yep.
If I'm paying a guy 35, 37 million without getting into all the taxes, I want to make sure that I'm paying for the full season. Who knows if he's going to last throughout this entire contract? No one knows.
I think 2019 was actually the
Make sure you're talking. Hold it if you want. Make it easier.
I think 2019 was his last full season. I think he did miss a start during the COVID year, but you can't even count that.
Yeah, you really can't count that as a full year. 60 games.
Yeah, he pitched probably 12 games.
Yeah, like 12 games or something.
Yeah.
Not even. Let's look at DeGrom stats. Let's look it up. Pull it up on my laptop quick.
Good for him though to get all that money, don't you think?
Because it's not like he played a full season in 2 years.
Yeah.
Played 30 games. 30 games. That's how much you pay. That's how much you play for a year. 30
Yep.
games. Most starters. All right, this is DeGrom's the last few years. 2022, 11 games. 2021, 15 games. 2020, 12 games. Last time he went over 30 starts was 17, 18, 19. 31, 32, 32. 16, 24, 15, 30, 14, 22. So, and I'm going to get in this whole conversation that a lot of people disagree with me, is he's not a Hall of Fame pitcher. Jacob DeGrom is not a Hall of Fame pitcher. I do not care about his ERA, the 108 or the 170. I do not care about his 2 Cy Youngs. I do not care about that. I do not care about his earned runs. I don't care about his strikeout, his strikeout to walk ratio, his RHIP. He has 82 career wins. He is 34 years old. Is he even going to get to 100 career wins?
If the Rangers decide to start hitting, maybe he will.
We'll see. But when I look at a Hall of Fame pitcher, if Doug Saravo had to vote for a Hall of Famer, DeGrom isn't it. And why do I say that is because the guy does not have the numbers. If you look at Hall of Fame pitchers, if you look at guys like John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, how many career wins do they have? 250, 300. You can't consider DeGrom a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. You just can't. I can't. I can't consider him a Hall of Famer. Look at his year-by-year numbers. Mm-hmm. And we'll start with his rookie year, 2014. 9 and 6. Then he went 14 and 8, 7 and 8, 15 and 10, 10 and 9, 11 and 8, 4 and 2, 7 and 2, 5 and 4. Yeah, he didn't have the offense, but that's no excuse. That's no excuse.
So remember, they blew a lot of those games for him.
Yes, but that's still no excuse. I do not care. You're a Hall of Fame pitcher, right?
Yep.
How are you going to call him? How are you going to say he's a Hall of Famer when he don't have those numbers?
Like, look at, for example, Verlander. Everyone says he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
3,000 strikeouts, 244.
Verlander's a Hall of
wins.
Famer.
What was it, like 240 wins? Now he has 2 World Series rings. 3 Cy
Maybe he'll
Young.
get 3, one with the Metsies.
I hope.
Smoke a nice victory cigar.
Think about it. He has 3 Cy Youngs, 2, even though one's tainted, World Series ring. And
17.
Yep, and 1 MVP.
We'll see. Again, if you're just joining us, this is another episode of the Doug Strava Show. Today is December 6th, 2022. James, myself, and John, we will be heading to the Rock tonight to see the New Jersey Devils, the best team in the league, 24-1. If you have any thoughts, you could send us a tweet or call us at 732-806-1911. Tweet us at Real Doug Saravo or follow us on all social media, Saravo Broadcasting. We probably won't take your calls today, but that's the number. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Saravo Broadcasting, The Doug Saravo Show. This episode of The Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, Bet Like Michael Laporte, is brought to you by our friends, Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. And we'll be right back as we have much more to get to. We're going to discuss the National Football League, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. We got lots to get to. We'll be right back. Dougie and Espo may be back this Wednesday. We'll see. Time will tell, but we're happy to have Johnny Boy right now. All right, we'll be right back. We'll see you guys in a few.
especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over
now-
Hawaii. It's Hawaii. Obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would wear McKinnon, and then he would
Are better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, baby, we are back on the Doug Serravo Show. As I enjoy this nice cigar, John, I love cigars. You know, my uncle smokes one, so I got into it and I love it. I think this time around, Joey Burrow is going to smoke a nice victory Super Bowl cigar.
Oh yeah, though.
Oh,
You don't think
yeah.
he was a fluke last year?
No, I think they're going to go on a run right now. They are the hottest team in football, John.
I give them credit. Going into KC, and
They are
winning.
8-4, and they defeated the Kansas City Chiefs, which should have been Sunday Night Football.
And wasn't that in KC?
Yeah. Last three starts versus Kansas City, the Bengals won.
That definitely was a better game than what actually was on Sunday Night Football this week.
The Bengals are going to go on another run, and I'll see them playing the Super Bowl in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be there, but I'll see them playing there. It's going to be a Bengals Super Bowl victory this time around.
Yeah. Who do you think they play?
Well, I was saying the San Francisco Niners, but with Jimmy G out, I think they're going to play the Minnesota Vikings.
I actually saw there's a chance Jimmy G
Unless
comes back.
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers go on a run.
I have to look, Doug, but there was talks that he could make it back at some point this year.
Nah, he's out for the year.
I saw something before I got to your house today.
He's out for the year.
He does not need surgery.
Well, Baker Mayfield is in L.A.
Yep. They say he could return for the playoffs.
Well, did you see that report about OBJ?
I haven't paid too much attention. Besides the fact, wasn't he at the Maverick game last night?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
With Cowboys?
Yeah, I did not like that. I think he's going to Dallas. But apparently he can't play until the postseason, so who knows what's going to happen with OBJ. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. This episode of the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, Bet like Michael Lepore, is brought to you by our friends Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. Follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Serravo Broadcasting, the Doug Serravo Show. So you really don't think they're going to go on a run, the Bengals? The Bengals?
I haven't really seen their schedule. Who are they playing the rest of the year?
Well, we'll find out later in Lepore Betting.
I think they have a shot, considering they just went to KC and beat the best team in the AFC.
If you don't think the Bengals are going on a run, I don't know what to tell you.
Isn't Chase still out, though?
Doesn't matter. If Joe Burrow is hungry to win, they're going to win. He's going to have himself a nice victory cigar. I'm telling you.
Well, you know they have to do a better job protecting him this time around.
Yes, but this team was 3-4, and they are still alive to win that division. Look at how they've been playing.
They have a serious
They've been
chance.
playing good football.
They have a serious chance because Lamar's out a few weeks for the Ravens.
They've been playing good football, the Bengals. I'm pulling up their schedule right now because I'm telling you, this team, they have what it takes to go on a run. And they're proving it. All right, so they played the Browns next week. Then they play the Buccaneers. All right, so they're going to be 9-4, 10-4, 11-4, 11-5. They could be 12-5. They play the Ravens the last game of the season. That is an important game. That's an important game for the Bengals. It truly is.
That might come down to the division, that game.
Oh, probably will be. So if they don't win, who's a threat to the Bengals then? The Ravens? No.
Just in the division or in the
In general, the
conference?
Bills?
I could see it being a rematch of the AFC Championship last year.
I could see it happening, but I don't think the Chiefs have what it takes to win. I just don't. We just want to give a quick birthday shout out to Katie Warseka and Keith Warseka, fans of the Doug Serravo Show, and my friends. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break as I gave my thoughts on the Cincinnati Bengals, and we will do Lepore betting and give next week's picks for the National Football League. And we're going to have an interesting season finale. We truly will. The way this season has been going and the way the games have been going, it's going to be interesting. The Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We'll be right back.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
Sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
The Cleveland Guardians, they basically ran away with that division.
Girls
They
all
are
over
now-
Hawaii. It's Hawaii, obviously.
Oh, of course.
There's gonna be some good-looking girls.
He would wear McKinnon, and then he would
Are better than every other American League team.
Yeah, but this is my show. MVP quarterback, and then the other quarterback.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse
My
racing.
lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on.
Yeah.
That is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stutz Betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Lepore Betting, sponsored by the JMB podcast. Lepore Betting is memory of my good friend Michael Lepore, which sponsors the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. And every episode of the Doug Serravo Show is brought to us by our friends at Nicole and Dave Go Sports. So now it's time for Lepore betting. It is now time for our Week 14 picks and our Week 14 playoff bracket. So this is known as the closer. We finish each episode with the bracket and the picks. So we're going to share the screen of playoffpredictors.com.
First up, very important, someone who did give a little breaking on the Verlander news yesterday.
Yeah.
Said, looking more and more like Judge the Giants is going to be done.
Sweet Carol. No, it's New York, New York. So where are all my Yankee fans that said Judge leaving the Yankees is speculation? Brandon Schwartz. You know what I'm going to do with Brandon? Remember when we went to Rutgers and we did that video of he's like, hey, Judge ain't going to the Yankees. I'm going to play that with the theme song again. Dun, 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 na, 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 na.
I'm trying to look a little more in.
All right, let's get this rolling because we got to get to that devil game.
Yep.
All right, let's do this fast minute, baby. I'm just saying, don't tell me why. Just tell me the team.
All right.
Jacksonville, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Jets, Bills.
Buffalo.
Bengals, Browns.
Bengals.
Steelers, Ravens.
Steelers.
Chargers, Dolphins. Shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports.
Miami. What?
If you mention Miami, you have to say,
Shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports.
there you go. Team Fisher for life. Kansas City, Denver.
Kansas City.
Vegas, L.A. Rams.
Let's go Vegas.
Houston, Dallas.
Dallas.
New England, Arizona.
New England.
I got the NFC. Minnesota, Detroit. I got Minnesota. Eagles, Giants. I think the Giants can bounce back. Tampa Bay, Niners. I got Tampa Bay. Panthers, Seahawks. I got the Panthers. All right, let's do our playoff tree.
By the way, Brandon, that's how you say his little promo correctly.
Yeah, shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. Team Fisher for life.
Gotta love the jabs at Brandon, don't you think?
Yeah, I love it. All right, playoff time, baby. For Week 15, we do our playoffs each week. See who we got. I'm doing the AFC, you do the NFC. We got the Bengals over the Dolphins, Ravens over the Titans, New England over the Chiefs. Who you got for the NFC? Dallas, Tampa.
Tampa.
Giants, San Fran.
Giants.
Washington, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
All right. Next is the divisional round. Cincy. Hold on. I said New England over Kansas City, right?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think I said New England over Kansas City. Baltimore, Bengals. We got the Bengals. New England, Buffalo. We got Buffalo. You got NFC. Tampa, Minnesota.
Vikings.
Eagles, Giants.
Let's go Giants.
All right, we got AFC Championship. I got Cincinnati winning. Who you got for the NFC Championship? Minnesota, the Giants.
Minnesota.
And then the Super Bowl, I got Cincinnati Bengals. All right, let's go back because I don't remember if I said the Chiefs or the Patriots, but I do think the Chiefs will beat the Patriots, so we're going to do that one too. Bengals, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Ravens. Yeah, it'll probably still be the same.
Yeah.
Bengal, yeah, there's no way. Bengals. Let's go with the Giants for this, just to play around.
Just for fun.
Yeah, and then the Bengals win it. Yeah, Bengals are on a run. Anyone who doesn't think the Bengals are going to go anywhere, they're out of their mind.
What would you say, Douglas?
Because think about how they've been playing. They've been playing good football. They truly have been. So, can you do me a favor?
What?
Never mind. I think I'll play. I don't want to drink. I'll play it when Judge leaves.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, you don't want it until we hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. All right, this has been an episode of the Doug Serravo Show, which is always brought to you by. Shout out to Nicole and Dave, Go Sports, Team Fisher for Life. This episode of the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, Bet Like Michael Lepore, is brought to you by our friends Nicole and Dave, Go Sports, Team Fisher for Life. The Doug Serravo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting, Bet Like Michael Lepore. So people don't get confused. The show is brought to you by Stutz Betting, Bet Like Michael Lepore. But each episode is brought to you by our friends Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Serravo Broadcasting. The Doug Serravo Show. The one thing I hate doing is when I have to look for the ads and talk at the same time, because I start to stumble over my words. Which is why I like having James here, or we pre-record it, just where I could like look at what I gotta do and then play it. But you know what? It's been a good episode.
Yeah, it's Doug. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. It'll be longer, but we got to get to Newark and see the Devils play some hockey. The best team in the National Hockey League, baby. Woo! Let's go Devils, baby. We're on a run, baby. As always, John Giordano, thank you for coming on today's episode. I'll see you next time, all right?
Thank you for having me, Doug.
Yeah, of course.
Mine is Brandon, of course.
Oh, we weren't distracted today.
Yes.
It was a good show.
Yes.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu and the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.